Hi everyone, it's Simon from Pearlywinks Craft Supplies, and I just want to do a quick video about our new 7 inks which we have just popped onto our website. So we've got 8 lovely cases here, all in sets. So to begin with, we've got this darks set. So you can see on the front cover, sorry, not on the front cover, on the label, it does tell you what colours are in the inks. So the big one represents the big ink. So in this one, we've got a black. And then starting in the top corner, so we've got a grey, then we've got a russet and a smoky, and then we've got sand dune, patina and taupe on the bottom there. They're a lovely little size. So you've got the big ink pad there, which measures, I think it's 97. Let me grab my ruler. So about 57 millimeters by about 95 millimeters, and then each one of these is approximately an inch square. So these can be applied in many different ways. I'll apply them in a moment, just to show you a selection of them. So that's set 1. Set 2, we've got Fire Engine Red, Honeysuckle, Gamboge, Mojo, Chameleon, Orchid and Cobalt Blue. So this one's a mixed palette. It's not the same as the other palettes. The other palettes you'll notice are they tend to stick in the same colourways, whereas this one is a mix. So if you're interested in just say one of them, this one's a really valuable one because you've got all different colours in this one. So you've got your red, a yellow, an orange, what colour's that one? A brown, a green, a purple and a blue. So you've got the whole spectrum there. The only thing you've not got in this one is a black, and the black is only available in set 1. So set 3 is a blue set. So we've got Denim, Sea Nymph, Fountain Blue, Piction Blue, Cobalt Blue, Oracle Blue and Regal Blue. So again, so this one represents this palette. And then these ones starting from left to right. So these two on this side represent these two, and then just going across. So you've got a lovely set of blues going over there. So we've got set 4, which is the browns. So we've got Sienna, Pale Taupe, Burnt Umber, Saddle Brown, Ochre, Reno Sand and Mocha. And this one's a lovely, lovely set. Lovely earthy tones in there as well, and some skin tones, which is fab. They do have on them, I'll just bring this up, so they do have the cloth layer over the top, so it will take all your excess ink off, and they are a pigment ink, so they will allow you to do your embossing. But if you don't want to use them for embossing, you can just stamp with them, and they do dry quite fast, which is why we've called them hybrid inks, because they do dry quite fast, so less likely to smudge. I know with some of the pigment inks out there, they are quite juicy and they do smudge quite a lot. I'm not saying these are not juicy, but they do dry quite fast. So next we've got set 5, which is the purples, and we've got Fuchsia, Lily, Royal Heath, Claret, Lilac, Sessois and Blue Gem. So the Blue Gem is like a purpley blue, a royally blue, so that's why we've chosen it to go into this palette. And again, they do have that layer of cloth over the top to stop the ink clogging up your stamps. Now we've got the pinks, which is set 6. We've got Tickle Me Pink, Amore, Sundown, Neon Pink, Mulberry, Old Rosette and Rouge. Now there are some really brights in this and I love them. So we've got really vibrant pinks in this, and we've also got some of the, when I've done the labels for these, I've tried to get the labels as near to the colour as possible, using a colour picker and using the codes that are relevant to that colour. So I have tried to keep the colours similar on the lids as well. So next we've got the yellows, which is set 7. The yellows and oranges, I love, love, love this set. So in this set we've got lemon yellow, which is the big palette. We've also got lemon yellow in the smaller one as well. We've got wattle, Gamboge Sparkle, so that's got like a golden mica mixed in with that one. Amazon Orange, Ochre and Rust. You can see that's a lovely, lovely palette. So we do have ochre in this one, and we also have ochre in this one. So you can see they are different shades. So this one's a bit darker than this one. And you can see if we've got two colours in. So there's a gamboge in this one, there's a gamboge in this one, but they are different. So this one's got a bit of sparkle, this one doesn't. And then finally, we've got the greens and the teals. So we've got Viridian, Green Mist, Earl's Green, Apple Green, Sea Green, Puerto Rico, and Cactus Green. And again, it's a lovely, lovely, lovely set. Right, so how do they stamp? So they stamp really, really well. I'm just going to bring in something that I did yesterday, and then I'll show you as well. So I did this with them yesterday. So I've stamped it in black, then I've embossed it with the heat gun, and then I've actually used the purple set, which is this set, to colour this in. And I've watered them down, so I've put a little bit on my brush, had a blob of water there, and just literally tapped it so a little bit of water went into my brush, and just used them as a much more watered down. I'm just trying to find a small paintbrush for you. There we go. A small paintbrush. Right, so you can see the colour is lovely. If you do water them down with some water, just let me pop a little bit of water on my mat. It's not normal water, it's sparkly water. But I can pull some of that colour out then as well. You can go really pale. That's probably not being picked up on the camera. You can go really pale as well. You can stamp with them and then draw the colour in as well, which is another technique that you can do with these. So just to show you the colour, I'm just going to grab my cloth and just wipe this down a little bit. So there's several ways which you can stamp with them. You can either just go straight in, so you can ink up your stamp straight away, like so, and stamp, and you can see just how crisp that image is. It is fantastic. And then, as I was just saying, if you wanted to, you could draw that colour in as well. So you can draw the colour in and just put a bit more the spray. It is diamond pearl, but you'll be able to see what I mean. So then you still got the nice crisp line there. Around the outside, I think. Like so. So you've still got that crisp line around the outside, and you've still got the lovely colour on the inside. Now, the other way that I like to stamp with them, just going to wipe off my stamp. There's quite a few different ways actually that I like to stamp with them. So I'm just going to pull my purple in. I'm going to get my stamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over all four And just so I don't miss anything, I'm just going to go back and forth just on these, and then I'm going to go up and down. Oops. And then I'm going to go up and down. And then I'm going to stamp, and you get like an ombre effect. And then the final way to stamp with them is, where's my purple brush? I'm going to grab some purple on my blending brush. And then it gives it a bit of a subtler look. Now that brush isn't the best, to be honest with you, so I'm going to grab a different brush. That brush is a bit hard, I don't know what's been on it. And it's just basically rubbing it off. That's better. So if I was going to go straight onto that though, and do it. So it's going straight into the pad, and you can see the detail that just comes out in that. It is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm going to pull some colour. As I did with the grey, and because this is a lot paler, the colour is a lot paler as well, but it does pull that colour in just a little bit, just to fill in that white space. It just stops it being so white. You can emboss with these as well. As I say, you don't need to be overly quick, but you would need to be quicker than, say, with a VersaFine Clair, because they do dry quite quick. And the reason that I wanted them to dry quite quick was because when I'm stamping with VersaFine Clair, I'll usually stamp and then I'll put my thumb in it and I'll drag it, and there's no transfer. Once that's dry, that's got still a bit damp, but once that's dry, which takes a matter of minutes, there's no chance of it smudging again. What I would say is, once they're dry, they're water resistant. They're not waterproof, but they are water resistant, so they have very, very little colour transfer if you were to go over that with a felt tip, say. So this is just a standard watercolour marker. And you can see it doesn't drag. I'm going outside the lines. It doesn't drag that colour. This is really cheap card, so it's pulling the card up, but it doesn't drag that colour either. Excuse me. So as I say, there's 8 in the collection. Each one has 7 colours in. So 7 times 8. What's 80? No, 70. Take away 16, 60. 54 different colours, if I'm correct. You can also stencil with these as well, so just quickly grab a quick stencil, and I'm just going to go through the stencil with a blending brush. I'm going to get a different purpley blue. I love this blue as well. I'm not going to do the full thing. In fact, I might do a different purple. And then an even lighter one over this side to give an ombre. So you can go 3 stencils with them as well. So they, so yellow one, that's a brilliant one for your flowers. In fact, they're all really good for your flowers. If you've got more of an earthy tones, set 4. Sea tones, we've got the blue. Set 5 is great for your flowers as well. Set 7 will be really good for your vintagey type colours. So I'll just open this up. We've got some really lovely. Have we got anything on this one? Yeah. I'm just looking for. In fact, can I? I'm just going to pop this on here, like so. So you've got your grey, your morning, misty mornings. That one is your russet. That one's your patina, and that one is your sand dune. So you've got some lovely colours, and the smoke is really beautiful as well. It's like a deep blue. That's because I put my hand in the paper. So there's your deep blue, which is your smoky. And you've got your taupe, which is like a really dark brown, your patina again, and your russet. So they're all absolutely fantastic. They're lovely to work with as well. They are juicy, so you can do your stenciling, you can do your stamping, you can do your embossing. If you don't want to emboss, fine. You don't need to use your embossing powders with them. And you can also paint with them as well, which I demonstrated a moment ago. In fact, I didn't demonstrate that, but you can paint with them as well. Just pop a bit of that down. I'm just going to pick up some, what colour? That colour. So you can see the colours are absolutely gorgeous, and you can layer with these as well. So if you wanted to do, say, your base colour in one colour and then go over it with a darker colour, you can do, and you've got all the different ranges to choose from as well. So I'll show you that in a moment. So once that's dry, if I wanted to say add, what colour? I've just done a neon pink there, so we'll go with this one, which I think was mulberry. Yep. Again, just dip. I'm just literally dipping the tip in the water here, just to grab that colour, and then you can go in. And do your shading, and what actually happens is the colours will automatically merge into each other, like this one, I think it was. Yep, so the colours will merge into each other. Not the same like alcohol inks do, but they do create quite a nice blend. And if you want to add to that, you can always just go over the full thing with some water. So I'm going to dry off my brush, I'm going to get any colour out of my brush, and then I'm just going to, with a dampish brush, just go over the whole thing with a little bit of water. And then the colours will start blending into each other and create more of a seamless sort of blend. So if you've got any questions about these, please do give me a shout. I'll answer them best I can. And I hope you like them. They are on the website at the moment, $6.99 each. And we haven't got a massive stock because I just want to, I know that they are going to sell really well, but I just want to be sure before I place an absolutely humongous order for them, because obviously they do cost quite a bit to get these brought in for us. We do actually import these, just to put that out there. Unfortunately, I can't find anyone in the UK that makes this sort of ink pad, which is what we were really after. So I have had to import these. I know I said the other day that I don't import, or very rarely import, and try to use UK companies where possible, which is the honest truth for 97% of our products. But unfortunately, there are some things that we do have to import, and this is one of them. If you do have any questions, please give me a shout. I will answer them as soon as possible. If not, have a lovely evening, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.